Okay, so welcome everyone. Welcome back to the Body Contouring Podcast. I am your host, Ania Botero, aka the Queen of Ice. And today I am very excited because we have a very special guest who has been part of my personal and my professional life. And Irene Lemus, she's been my friend for over 18 years. And if you want to know a fun fact, she was actually the first person I ever done an ice therapy. So she was kind of like my guinea pig. Before I even knew if this concept, ice therapy concept, will work or not, she actually believed on the project. She's the one who told me you have to do this as a business. I was very scared, and her incredible transformation after receiving 5 treatments, she lost about 25 pounds. Irene is actually the friend that got me my first client ever. I don't know if you remember, but she's the one who told me this ice therapy is definitely something that you need to watch, and it's amazing. So she's here with me today, and here is Irene. Hi.
Hey! So I'm super excited to be here today because it makes me so happy to see how much you've grown, and just to see you now, after all these years, what SculptICE is, and it's just so amazing because I saw it in my mind since the first time. So the first time I got the treatment done, and so I'm happy to be here, and thank you for the invitation.
Thank you, guys. So Irene is here because she is a professional networker, and over the last decade, she has emphasized her career on wellness and nutrition. And as I always say, body contouring, it's a great way. It's like a shortcut to promote weight loss and have an amazing body and an amazing butt lift, and whatever you need from body contouring, you can get. However, in order to get something permanent, nutrition and active lifestyle, it's definitely something that is a must. And this is why Irene is here today with us to tell us a little bit about how we can combine body contouring techniques with eating habits. So she's going to be sharing a little bit of her expertise. But before that, I'm going to dip in to do some questions to her, and just kind of like, we're going to go back to the first time we did ice therapy on her. So do you remember that you were actually my first ice therapy client?
I know, you guys were trying it on me. I was the guinea pig.
So I got it done in Mexico. And as I shared with you guys on episode 1, I lost some pounds, came back to Utah, and then she was like, I think you do look slimmer. So
I asked you, I was like, what did you do? And you were like, oh, nothing. I was like, you did something. You were like, oh yeah, I got a treatment done. I don't think you were even like aware of how your body changed.
I wasn't.
And I saw it,
so
and I was like, I want the same thing.
Did that make you feel like, okay, I want to get it done?
Oh, yes. Remember, I kept on asking you, but what it was, you have to tell me about it. How can we find it here?
We couldn't find it here. Mm-hmm. It was a brand from Mexico when I was introduced. And then do you remember how many pounds you lost after, I think you had 5 body ices?
Yeah, so that was after I had my first child, and I lost 25 pounds in 2 months or like 6 weeks or so. I don't remember, but it was pretty quick. It was amazing, and people was asking me, "What are you doing?" And that's how, I just started sharing with people what I was doing, and that's how I got her her first client. And I just knew this was gonna be a big business because there was nothing like that here in Utah and here in the U.S. because we didn't know anything about something like that here. So it was a big deal when you started.
Yeah. So a fun fact: Irene lost 25 pounds, and she got me my first client. I was thinking on the ice literally just for my personal use. It was never something meant to sell. And so when she was telling me, you need to sell this, I was like, I was
begging you. I was like, please, you have to do this.
I just want it for myself.
I know.
I didn't want it to share my secret, guys.
No, I was like, please, I was begging you to do it because I knew what you had in your hands.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So she was my first. Let me tell you that it wasn't all pretty. Irene got lots of bruises from me when I started. because I had no idea what was going on. But, she did saw the potential, as she was one of those supportive friends that was like, this is definitely a business opportunity, something that has to be shared with everyone, especially us women, that we are always kind of like looking to look great. Even though sometimes we do look good, it's never enough. But after she lost weight, as I said, Irene has been a professional networker. And I know that on the last year, the company that you are, can I say it? I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, for life. She has emphasized and like helping people with nutrition and staying healthy. One of the questions that I get a lot when I do body contouring is people ask me, is this permanent? I'm like, nothing is permanent, not your liposuction, not your lashes, nothing is permanent. Everything has to keep up. And I have my clients that I always say, I mean, if you don't want to change your eating habits, you will be my client forever. And that's okay with me.
Yes.
But so after you lost weight, which it was like 25 pounds, and I feel like eventually you start losing more weight and just keeping healthy, what were the good eating habits or the lifestyle that you adopt after your body contouring journey?
Well, honestly, so I have always struggled with my weight. You know that. So I kept on gaining weight, losing weight. With the pandemic, I got so overweight again.
All of us did.
And yeah, so after the pandemic, I realized, I need to like do it the right way. It doesn't matter what I do. If I don't learn how to eat, then I will always keep struggling. And I realized that I was damaging my body. My skin was suffering. And I think that was a turning point for me to start focusing on my eating habits. My husband became a nutritionist. He did study some medicine in Ecuador, and then he studied here in Utah, nutrition. But I never listened to him.
Sorry,
yes.
In case you're listening to this podcast.
Sorry. But then I realized I have to do something. And so I started, following his instructions and learning how my body works. And one thing that I realized, or what I know now, is that overweight or like body fat is actually energy. Mm-hmm. So if you are not using your energy, it's storing in your body as fat. So when I realized that, I was like, well, then I need to start exercising. So I started exercising also. And just my life has changed so much in the last 2 years. And I have done some body contouring massages and ice therapy. I love it. I do it once in a while. And what I like the most about this therapy and what makes it so unique is that it helps your body to, like, you're going to help me here. No. You're going to help me here in
that thermogenic effect.
Que se desinflama el cuerpo.
Oh, yeah. So ice therapy is great when you are inflamed or bloated.
Yes.
It's a great therapy.
So
great detox.
Yes. And that there, sometimes it's not even body fat. Like sometimes you're just swollen because of hormones or...
because what we're eating.
Yes. Different stuff, different reasons. But when I did the ice therapy, I realized that my body will feel so much lighter. And I think that's something that makes this therapy unique, because it's very, very hard to...
At the beginning, I feel like.
Yeah, it's very hard to, how can I say it? And I need to find the word, but...
You can say it in Spanish. I'll translate.
Desinflamarte, o sea, como...
Yeah, it's like a great detox. It's really good to just debloat. So, and as you guys hear Irene, she has done small changes, and small changes are a long way as well. So do you have any practical tips to, after you lost weight and after you're trying to eat healthy? Sometimes we go like, I cannot do this anymore. I mean, do you have any practical tips or advice that you can give us on how to keep ourselves on track?
Well, yes.
I know you have some supplements for that.
Yes, we do. I do sell supplements. And of course, I'm going to share some of my special products or my favorite products. But something that you can do at home and this is super cheap and anyone can find, is like just drinking apple cider.
I love
That's
it.
something that helps you a lot when you drink it in the mornings, and I felt that helped me also in my digestive system. So that's something everyone can start doing, and that's gonna help.
So do you do that on a daily basis?
Yeah,
I mean, I have heard of it, but I have never done it.
You can do it every day.
Okay.
I actually like to drink it with like a half lime or a half lemon and a little bit of Himalayan.
shot?
Yeah, like a shot, Himalayan salt. And it's so good. I like it a lot.
Actually, okay.
And
I'll try that.
yeah, and that helps you a lot, to keep detoxing. It has many different benefits, but that's a good tip. And then the other one that is like one that I keep like a religion is to start my day with eggs and avocado every day. I don't eat any carbs, any sugar, nothing. Just
Avocado
my
is
eggs
like my favorite fat.
and avocado. Yeah, so that's my breakfast every single day, and that helps me to stay on track. So the rest of the day, I can eat a little bit of sweets. If I go out, I can have a snack. But since I'm already in my ideal weight, I don't keep gaining
just
weight.
maintain.
Yes.
So
So it's not that hard once you get to know how your body works, and because this thing is a machine. Like that's how I see it. This is my avatar. So I need to learn how to use it and how to take care of it. But when I started seeing my body that way, it doesn't feel as hard as before. Because I realized before I was eating a lot and I was gaining weight all the time because of my emotions.
Sometimes we don't hear our body, but even when we're eating, there's a point where you can feel like you're already done.
Yeah, your body talks to you.
Yeah, sometimes we ignore our body, but yeah, listening to your body, I think, is one of the biggest things that you can do. So I want to ask you, I have some questions here for you. So what is the biggest myth that you have heard about dieting, or about, people go like, oh, that doesn't work, like supplements doesn't work. Like, what is the main benefit of taking supplements? Why do you recommend taking supplements?
The thing is with food, if you want to take all the nutrients that your body needs in a day, you would have to eat a lot. Then you would gain weight again. So that's one thing, if you eat a normal portion and then you have your supplements, then your body is not going to ask for more food because you have everything you need. The body usually asks for what it needs. And sometimes we get that confused. So that's why supplements help to, just have everything we need, but not eat over calories, not have extra calories on our diet. And just because we don't, especially here in Utah, this is a desert, and this is a desert, and we don't really have fresh food. It's very little. So I believe that we do need to take supplements.
So I know that with your husband Israel and you guys have right now you're practicing and helping people you're teaching them to eat healthy, right?
Yes.
So can you give me some advice on, okay, if I go with you, let's say I already did my body contouring journey, I already lost 30 pounds, I want to change my eating habits. What are the advice that you give me as a client to keep that consistency and healthy lifestyle? After, maybe done with my body contouring, or maybe I got a liposuction and I want to make sure I don't gain that back. What are the advice? How is your program works to make me as a client more consistent on that lifestyle?
One thing that we do different from other nutritionists or coaches is that we teach people how their body works. And when you understand how your body is working, then you're going to be conscious about what you put inside your body.
Definitely.
So that's what we're teaching people. We're teaching them this is what happens when you are breaking, your fasting, which is your breakfast. This is what's happening in your body when you put this kind of food, and this is what happens if you put this kind of food. So we teach all this stuff that it's very basic. Everyone should know this, everybody. But nutritionists, they just give you a diet and they just tell you, go and buy this and that's it. And if you don't understand how your body works, and if you don't understand like why you have to do it, then you're not going to do it. And that's what happened to me.
I love that. I think that's very powerful. My kids, one of my kids was suffering from being overweight. And so he started changing his eating habits. And I told him, I don't want you on a diet.
Exactly.
Like what I want you to do is like every time you're going to eat something, think of the nutritional facts. Try to understand how this is, what is this doing to your body? Like if you're going to eat a pepperoni pizza, like I'm not saying don't eat that. I'm pretty sure we all love pepperoni pizza, put in some Valentina. I'm Mexican. I like to eat it that way. But I say compare it to what? You know, like if you eat a salad with spinach and tomato and avocado, you need to think of the nutritional facts. And like you said, explaining the client every time you eat something, how is this working on your body? If this is going to be good for your body. And I think that when clients have that visible of what is going on with your body, it just makes sense. And you don't feel like putting stuff in your body that you don't supposed to.
Yes. And my husband is pretty good at it. Like he's a great teacher and you know that.
Fun fact here, I was in college and I needed help with my algebra class. So yeah.
He was her tutor.
Yeah, he was my tutor.
So he's really good at explaining people how their body works. And so that makes people conscious. So when you go, like in my case now, when I go out and I'm going to eat, I look to eat more protein. So I'm conscious that I haven't had enough protein. So I'm not going to overdo the carbs because I haven't had enough protein. So when you learn these little things, you're never going to gain weight again, you know?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
That's what is making us different. And also, right now we also have a therapist that is working with us, and we're also helping people with their emotions because we realize, people would come to their
big part.
Yes, they would come to their appointment and they would start crying because they couldn't follow the instructions. And he only gives them like a list. He doesn't give them like a strict diet. He only gives them like a list of this is protein, this is good fats, and this
choose
is
from
good.
here.
Yes, choose whatever you want from this list. And so they couldn't do it and they would start crying. And then I realized, we need to help them with their emotions. And now we're working.
But see, and that's also why I love supplements, because I feel like, for example, that happens with body contouring too. People buy a package, let's say of 5-10 sessions. And then they get the treatment done and then you send them home and you say, okay, let's just try to eat healthy, right? Because I'm not going to give you a diet because that's definitely out of my scope of practice. But I do say, let's eat healthier or try to eat healthier. And people do get frustrated coming back and saying, I couldn't be good this week. So this is why I think supplements are a great way, like a cheating that can help you, because sometimes it's hard to control your emotions. It's hard to control your cravings. And so supplements are great to like keep you on track, I feel.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. They're a great tool to use in your... I always tell people, if you, like, let's say you want to do life-changing, like you want to change your lifestyle, you want to lose weight, you can start with a diet, let's say. No, you change your habits. But that's you walking. That's like if you're walking. When you add supplements, you're going to start running. If you exercise, you're going to start flying. So if you add more stuff...
I love that.
Yes.
You're going to start flying?
Yeah.
I want to be flying.
Let's do it all together. Body contouring, supplements, exercise, and diet.
And I want to ask you something else, because we've been friends since like forever, 18 years. How do you stay motivated? I feel like I was pretty fit for a little bit, and then I got very comfortable with, okay, I'm already on my way. How do you keep yourself motivated? Because I see you on TikTok. You're always trying to stay active, running, doing some weight. How do you do that? Like,
okay, so for me, I always tell people health is a state of, like, it's a mindset. When you're conscious about who you are, then you're going to stay healthy because you're connected with your body. And so I love exercising now because I hated before.
I remember.
Yes, I hated it. But I love it now because when I'm there, I'm being present. So I kind of feel like I'm meditating while I'm exercising. So I can do two things at the same time. So I don't have to meditate on my own. So I just do it when I'm exercising and I'm focusing 100% on what I'm doing. And I'm being grateful about my body. And I'm being grateful about this new day. And I just feel like I recharge my battery and I feel so happy the rest of the day. So that's why I love to exercise now.
I need to go back to that. I feel like I keep blaming COVID for me not going back to the gym, but it's definitely like it's therapeutic, and it's definitely there's so many benefits on working out. And if you combine, your eating habits, supplements, body contouring, and I always say body contour is great. However, it's just a tool to accelerate.
It's
something.
A great tool.
It's a great
I love
tool.
it. I love
it's
it.
A
I love
shortcut.
it. I have ice. I ice blocks in my house. Like
it's a shortcut, but I definitely think that combining will maintain you wherever you want to do. So you guys are located in
West Jordan.
Okay. How do we get an appointment? Like if I already lost 30, 40 pounds, whatever, how do I contact you guys? Like,
so you can follow us on Instagram. We're as Healthy Legacy with an IE at the end instead of Y.
We're going to write it down.
Yes. So you can follow us on Instagram and just shoot us a text there and we'll get in touch with you. And
is there a price for consultation?
Yes, our prices are super affordable because honestly, so this business started, we just opened this business in March. It's a brand new business, but we opened it because after working with supplements for 9 years and realizing that people would come to us, they would take the supplements, they will feel better. They will leave the supplements. 2 years later, they will be worse. Then I realized, we need to help people, to really make a lifestyle change. And so that's why Healthy Legacy was born, because we really want to see people live their best lives.
Mm-hmm. And as I said, guys, we've been friends since forever. And I have seen how Irene and her husband had to help a lot of people, teaching them how your body works, what are the supplements, if you guys need supplements, which I highly recommend all the time, because sometimes when you don't know how to keep yourself on track, supplements and education will be the key to have, the successful or the final result that you want. Exactly. So anything you want to add? I don't know about your favorite supplement. I know you have a lot of supplements that you love.
Yeah, we do have a lot. What we do, so one thing I recommend, and we've talked about this before, the first thing you need to do if you want to start losing weight is do a detox, a cleansing. That's the first thing.
Same thing with body control.
Yes. So if you're doing the ice therapy, I would recommend doing a detox and adding, a healthy eating habits, and just practicing self-love. Do it not for your body, do it for you, for your soul, self-love. That's what I tell people. Don't do it just to look good, because you're going to look good if you feel good. So do it for your soul. And so that's why we're changing lives.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so I have 5 fun questions for you that I wanted to ask just for fun. So hopefully you can respond all of them. So what's your favorite healthy comfort food?
My favorite healthy comfort food. Okay, there are these rice Krispies, I think they're called.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, so I like to make Rice Krispies with almond butter and then lots of strawberries and raspberries and blueberries.
That sounds yummy. I do love those.
So that's my dessert.
Yeah.
When I want to stay healthy.
You know what? When I used to work out, I used to do a tres leches with my protein powder.
Oh, yes.
So I will mix my protein powder, which for life has a great protein, and I will add almond milk. And then I will make it like a pancake mix. And then I will put on my microwave. And then I will add again my almond milk, and it was
That's
like
a
a
good-
tres leches.
That's a good recipe. We should do it. I want to do it.
And and so after the gym, I will feel like, okay, I'm eating a tres leches, but it was really my protein with my berries, and it was just like a great cheat meal, and that will make me feel really, really, really good after. So
Yeah, there's so many good recipes out there that you can.
there's so many options.
Yeah,
right
there's
now.
many options. There's many good.
Okay.
Good
If you could create, second question, if you could create the perfect post-contouring meal, what will that be? Or what, like after your body contouring treatment, if you know, like, okay, I have to eat something, what will be like your treat?
I would drink hot tea. I would drink hot tea.
If you have never
A
had
digestive hot tea.
or a detox.
Yes.
So if you have never tried ice therapy, after your ice therapy session, like your body is shivering, which is fine because we want that thermogenic effect going on. But yeah, a lot of people like taking like a detox tea or a hot tea just to, detox and get warm after.
Yes.
I like to keep myself cold.
To be honest.
If you want her honest opinion.
Yes.
Okay. Third question. What's the biggest myth about healthy eating you wish people will stop believing? What is the biggest myth about healthy eating you wish people will
That
stop
it's expensive. People think it's expensive to eat healthy, and it's not. I actually save so much money since I eat healthy. I've saved so much money.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we used to buy so many.
Eat out there a lot.
Yeah, we would eat out a lot. Yes, and that's expensive. And then we would also buy a lot of things that we don't need to eat. So now we're saving money just because every time I go, I don't, there's not many options because everything.
It's always the same.
And that's the thing, when the more you learn, the less you want to eat. So you save.
Definitely.
Yeah. Even though we buy expensive things because like bacon.
But this is about quality.
Exactly. So we buy like the organic bacon. It's really expensive. But since
But you're not buying chips anymore.
we're not buying chips, we're not buying, like, we don't eat bread in the mornings. We don't eat pancakes in the morning.
Or
we don't eat,
exactly. Those juices have a lot of sugar.
Exactly. We don't eat we don't eat jelly. We don't eat things like that. So we're just like replacing.
You're compensating.
Yes, we're replacing.
You know what? Now that you say that, before Johan, my firstborn, he started eating better, I used to buy all this junk food. Mm-hmm. And when he started losing weight, he was like, don't buy them anymore because nobody was eating them. So even when there's like parties and people leave like cake or candies, I always tell them, you can take them because my kids, they will not eat it. Mm-hmm. And it does get cheaper because you're not buying junk food.
Exactly. And you have to buy fresh food so you're not throwing away that much food. Like before, I feel I used to throw away food.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fourth question. If you had to eat one healthy food every day for a year, what will it be?
My breakfast.
Your avocado?
Eggs and avocado. I have that every day and it's been like a year and a
Avocado
half.
toast is always a great.
I don't have toast.
Anytime.
I just do avocado and eggs.
the egg?
That's it.
I do.
I can eat that every single day, and I will never get
avocado
tired
is
of
the
it.
best. I can just eat it like that.
It's so good. Yeah, it's so
good for
good. I
you.
like it. So
It
I
is
can
really
eat
good.
that. I love eggs too.
Okay, and then this one you have to be really honest. Last question. What is the one unhealthy treat you allow yourself guilty-free, even when staying on track?
Honestly, people have seen me. I'm not a fanatic of anything. I eat. If I go to a party, I eat cake. If I go outside, I eat pizza.
Quantities.
Yes. So the thing is that I cannot eat much anymore. Like I just eat a little bit because my belly doesn't even
It's not
it doesn't
used
even have
anymore.
space for it. See, so I don't even eat that much, but I do eat. Like I think
Chocolate, maybe?
yeah, and I love tres leches cake. I love flan. We're Latinas. We like sweet stuff. But the thing is, I how can I say this? I like to stay healthy, but I also like to be happy. Mm-hmm. And if I'm gonna be unhappy because I cannot eat that, then that's not living, So I just live. I'm living my life, and I'm just being conscious about the way I'm living. That's it.
And I love that because a lot of people ask me, okay, so you lost 45 pounds back in 2000. I lost 45 pounds back in 2010. Do you keep yourself on a diet? I'm like, people who know me love that I also love eating as well. But I think it's about quantities. I always tell my clients, one salad won't make you skinny. One burger won't make you fat. It's definitely about, like you said, understanding your body, maybe taking some supplements that can help you out, cheating with some body contouring if you want, and just being happy with your body and choose wiser what you're eating and what you're giving to your body.
Yes, I love it. I love it. And I love SculptICE. I love ice therapy. I love it. I will always be a fan.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. I called her literally last minute to come to the podcast, but I wanted for her to share a little bit of her journey and how body contouring helped her and how she had maintained her weight through lifestyle choices and just, like you say, living better and happy and just eating better for your health and to feel good inside and out, which is like very, very important.
Yes.
Anything you want to say to our listeners before we say goodbye?
Yes, no, just from my experience, this therapy, when I had it done, honestly changed my life. And not just like from the outside, it changed my life from the inside, like my emotions, because I was feeling so depressed with the overweight that I was dealing. I remember, remember after I had my daughter, none of my clothes was fitting, and she was already 4 months, like 5 months. And I was crying and crying. I wouldn't go out. And you came with I am going to cry. I've been so emotional lately. I don't know why. But you came with a blouse from BB.
I remember.
And it was something that fitted me. And I will never forget that. And after that, I think like a month or so is when you found, like you started doing the ice therapy. And it just brought me back to life after that. Because it was so hard, because I had the postpartum depression. And just having ice therapy in that moment of my life was such a blessing, and I just love you so much. Aww. And I'm happy to see you shine.
You know what? Body contouring, don't cry. Body contouring has been a great tool, like you said, for us. It came in a great moment for myself. You know that too. We've been friends for a bit, and so we were struggling. She was struggling with her weight, and it was just like such a big blessing, like you said, to make us feel confident and beautiful after having babies. And it was just such a blessing. And I said it on the first podcast. It was a blessing for myself.
Yes, it was a blessing. And then after I had my second child, I was just so confident and so happy because 6 months later, I was size 2 again.
She's like, we're going to do it again.
So that's why I didn't get postpartum depression with him. I was like, it's okay. I'll just lose it again because I know I had the ice therapy. So
I do remember that. She was so relaxed after her second baby. I was like, dude, we have to get back to
7 ice. I did seven sessions.
7 to 8 sessions.
No,
I do
with
have
the
your
second
pictures.
one, with Milan. I did seven sessions, and I lost all the way, and I was size 2 for my wedding, 6 months after my second son was born.
And this is why I wanted to invite Irene, not only to share like her body contouring journey, and she was my first client ever, but also, how she had keep her body and maintain. And now she's helping lots of people to understand their body so they can live healthier, happier. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Subscribe and follow and share for anyone who might need this information. Thank you so much for
thank you.
being with me today.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.
See ya.